Hello guys, this is Mike from Deathless Gaming, and tonight we're going to be doing a Warface co-op guide.
Someday I'll let you apologize, and I'll accept your apology. I tell you just exactly what I see. I live my life like a guillotine. Hey, I made out.
So why are we doing co-op? I mean, a lot of people think co-op is for noobs. Well, actually, it's not. It's really fun, and hardcore is actually beating that is something pretty admirable to do. Not to mention the insane amount of cash and rewards you get. So, what's really co-op? Well, co-op is, as the name implies, cooperations, kind of like campaign. So there's no single player campaign in Warface. So there's 4 types of difficulties, each varying different missions and maps, but there are 4 types of difficulties. It starts with initiation with 2 intermediate levels and ends with hardcore. You mainly want to do hardcore because if you can get your strategy right, it is hard, but it still isn't that hard, and the rewards are insane. And it's a good way of not necessarily farming, but getting rewards after 20 minutes of gameplay that are truly insane. So like I said, the maps rotate. They're pretty much the same. There's not much to talk about. Just, straight, narrow streets you're walking through. It's really hard to get lost. There are a few niches, though, where you can climb up on some parts and get a little bit of an advantage. So let's talk about loadout before we go into the game. So basically, there are, as you know, 4 classes of loadout. For co-op, you want to use heavy, and preferably a heavy that has a large mag size for your gun, and has a slow rate of fire, relatively slow rate, but can still perform well at close range. Why would I say this? Well, you want something that can dish out a lot at close range in case you get into that situation. So you can just, just decimate a couple of, 10, computer-generated guys. But you really want, in co-op, you want something that you can burst fire really well and take out a lot of guys at long range really fast. So you either want to be heavy. Now you can also be sniper. Sniper is, if you're a good sniper and you've got good reflexes, you can take out a lot of guys at long range really fast, which is also something you want. You can be medic as well, but as medic, you're not going to be getting so many kills as with your shotgun, since you don't really want to get too up and close, and especially hardcore with the NPC guys. You want to be mainly reviving people, and trust me, you're going to get a crap load of points reviving people. So the ideal loadout is heavy, sniper, and then 2 medics. You should never start, in my opinion, a co-op mission without 2 medics. Medics always die very easily in some situations. Sometimes they'll get antsy and they want to get up close to the enemies because they're shotgun guys, but they get killed because they can't handle it. Yeah, that's a problem, and trust me, you want to be reviving people, keeping the team alive. Medics are what keeps the entire co-op running, especially when you're trying to take out heavy gunners and later defeat the big, heavy, massive gunner. So you always want 2 medics. Snipers are also key. Worst case, have 2 snipers and a heavy, but as long as you got at least 1 heavy, 1 sniper, and 2 medics, you'll crush it. Remember, the max people you can do in a co-op is 5, and you can start with at least, I think, 3. And remember, it always helps to play with your friends. So, with that said, let's go over some tactics to crush hardcore co-op and decimate the lower levels of co-op. So, group together. Don't get separated. Don't have a couple guys, say, let's, run into these guys and just blow everybody up and then come back with the rest of the team. No, you always want to stick together. Not too close together because you guys can all get killed easily, but close enough so that you can give each other ammo, medics can revive people, and you can all be taking out the enemy from all directions. Like I said, don't rush. Co-op the way you win co-op is by slowly moving through, shooting people at long range. I know it sounds boring. In a lot of cases, sometimes you'll have like NPCs come out of nowhere and try to attack you, which is why you need a heavy to or maybe a medic to protect those guys when it comes in close range. But as long as you got an effective sniper taking out long range, and you got effective heavies taking out the medium range targets, if you slowly go through it, you will destroy co-op. You want to slowly walk through it. Alright, watch the roofs and watch, corners and stuff. That's how you're going to get kills. If you watch the roofs, sometimes people will pop up out of nowhere. So you gotta watch. Just be attentive. They can come out of all directions, especially in hardcore. So let's, I've got that with the discussion of tactics. So let's move on stuff to watch out for. So you want to watch out for those guys with shields. They're a little riot police, I think. Try not to get killed by them. You can take them out long range with headshots, since they'll peek their head out of the shields every now and then. Alright, watch out also for the rocket launcher guys. Those can just pop out of the roofs. I think they got little I believe, lasers that will shoot onto you, and you'll notice it, and then they'll blow you up. And also, watch out for 50 cal gunners, okay? And, remember, use your friends as a distraction to take out the heavy gunner. Now, obviously, you don't know what the heavy gunner is. The heavy gunner is basically this big mega suit, which you have to defeat at each level. And at the last level, the guy's huge. But you can only shoot him in the back. So what you do is you either shoot him when he's reloading, and all your friends at once rush to his back and just shoot him, which is pretty effective. Or you, which I like to do, I just like to find some high place like a brick wall or something, pop out on top of that every now and again, and the heavy gunner will shoot at you and he'll waste his ammo. But at the same time, he can be distracted enough so that the person can either shoot him in the back while he's shooting at you, or just truly decimate him while he's reloading. So that's pretty much it, guys. One more thing I do want to remind you, though, is if you're a medic, use your coins, your revive coins, if you die, because medics can't revive themselves. Just a little reminder. Alright, pretty much it, guys. If you have any suggestions on crushing co-op, share them in the comments. If you feel like this video can be improved in any way, please tell me. This is Mike from Deathless Gaming, signing off.
Checkpoint reached. All extended